Hello, how are you? How are you? I'm Miss Janice, and I am going to serve you a story. And now, when I say serve you a story, I mean read you a story. And the reason why I read my stories is because I grew up illiterate and I want to promote literacy. So that's why I read my stories. Now, the name of this story is The Shrinking Commandments. You like the Ten Commandments? The Shrinking Commandments, a love story. Now, because this is the appetizer portion or version, it's going to be about 15 minutes or so. Now, I know some of you are saying 15 minutes is a long time, but think of it this way. It is the Bible from Genesis to Revelations and into this century in 15 minutes. So when you look at it like that, the Bible in 15 minutes, it doesn't seem so long, right? You ready? Let's go. The Shrinking Commandments, a love story. In the beginning, there were two people on the earth. God gave them both free will and one simple rule. Don't touch that tree, their father said. But in the flow of time, Satan, the fallen angel, spotted Eve in the garden, staring at the forbidden tree. "What's up, Eve?" Satan asked. "Nothing, just admiring," Eve replied. Satan was like, "Girl, you have free will. Go ahead, touch the tree. Nobody looking." You already know, right? Adam and Eve allowed their free will to lead them astray that day when they chose to follow the words of a snake over the instructions of their heavenly Father. Now, after God listened to the unexcused excuses the couple gave, he issued their punishments, put them out of his garden, changed the locks, and assigned angels with flaming swords to guard the gates. You may not know it, but that was Satan's second eviction. First, him and his posse was kicked out of heaven for trying to dethrone God. Now he's locked out of the garden for causing trouble on earth. To make matters worse, when Adam and Eve let Satan into their hearts, they gave evil a path into the hearts of humanity. And because of that, disobedience has been slithering among us ever since. Anyways, in the flow of time, the people, wickedness, and misery multiplied in the earth. After 400 years of pain and suffering, finally, someone in the group had enough sense to remember the God of their ancestors. With nothing to lose, the multitude swallowed their pride, got down on their knees, and with one voice they cried, "God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, mercy, have mercy on us." Now, the massive volume of their cry set off the freedom alarm in heaven, and God heard it. What the multitude didn't know was 400 years before they were even born, God promised their father Abraham he would rescue them from those very harsh conditions. After the Lord reviewed the case files, the evidence was clear. Indeed, the people were cruelly mistreated. The righteous judge ruled in favor of the abused and ruled against the hateful abusers. Now, after the heavenly trial, Moses was chosen to lead the multitude away from slavery and toward the loving arms of God. With a very strong hand, God rescued the helpless from all of their troubles. Then the righteous judge punished the wicked abusers. He also took away a portion of their wealth and gave it to the same people they cruelly mistreated, aka Reparations 101. The free and wealthy multitude marched forward toward a new beginning. However, to maintain order among so many people, God gave Moses 10 commandments to teach the multitude. The instructions promoted love, order, respect, and justice, which are the ingredients for good success and prosperity, right? Well, everybody cheerfully agreed to the terms and conditions of the new law, and as usual, those record-keeping angels, they recorded every oath. Again, in the flow of time, some of the people turned away from their heavenly Father and the law. Instead of telling God and Moses thank you, the ungrateful bunch complained non-stop. They even tried to take Moses out several times. God had to step in and save the brother from his own brothers. God gave them a whooping because of their ugly actions. The children apologized for their evil ways. They turned toward God again and promised to stop being bad. Right? God forgave them. Then he blessed them abundantly again. The children walked the straight and narrow for a while. But child, you know how the story goes, right? As time continued to flow, Satan led the people toward evil again. The angels in heaven, the people in the earth, and the demons in the pit of hell all know. Rules and humanity separate like oil and vinegar. From time to time, God will shake them up. You know, a good shaking always bring them back together. But sooner or later, they divide again. Partly because temptation is everywhere. I mean, evil consumes the land like wildfires consumes the west. Out of control. Now, back in the day, animals' blood was used to cleanse sin, but that type of blood was too weak to completely wash the tough stain of sin from the soul. The angels in heaven, the people in the earth, and the demons in the pit of hell all know God is merciful, right?